It's official. All the leaks are confirmed. We now know everything about the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, full specs, design, launch date, and even the price. At first glance, you might think that Samsung is doing the same old thing with the S26 Ultra, reusing the same features with a few minor tweaks here and there. But think again. This time, Samsung is preparing a groundbreaking upgrade, one that will bring back the innovative Samsung we know, with big changes that shake things up. And today, we're taking a first look at all of them, starting with the design. The official renders were leaked by Android headlines. So yeah, this is officially the Galaxy S26 Ultra. And as previously confirmed, the S26 Ultra is coming with a new design compared to last year. We now have a raised camera island on the back and moving away from those camera rings that literally nobody liked. The phone is also thinner, lighter, and has more rounded corners, which makes it way more comfortable to hold and use. The S Pen is still here, but it's had a few subtle tweaks to match the new design. The clicker now has a slight side curve. Overall, this year's design looks absolutely stunning. And here's a side-by-side comparison with the S25 Ultra. Which design do you like more? The front camera is now bigger, which makes sense because of the wider field of view lens. But I don't know, the bezels also look a bit thicker to me. Samsung usually shrinks them every year, so this feels a bit odd. What about the colors this year? These are all 6 upcoming colors of the Galaxy S26 Ultra. But honestly, the more important thing isn't the colors, it's the frame material. A lot of people think Samsung has gone back to aluminum, but nothing is confirmed yet. What is confirmed, though, is the cameras. This is the camera system on the Galaxy S26 Ultra. On paper, it looks similar to what we saw on the S25 Ultra, but there are some very important differences. This year, Samsung is focusing on wider lens apertures. The main camera now has an f1.4 aperture instead of f1.7, and the 5x telephoto lens now has an f2.9 aperture instead of f3.4. These changes might seem minor on specs, but in real life, they'll make a big difference, especially for video in low light. Combined with improved image processing, the upgrade should be very noticeable. This time, Samsung isn't chasing numbers, they're focused on improving the actual experience, and that's exactly what we've been expecting for. But beyond these camera improvements, let's move on to the biggest changes coming with the Galaxy S26 Ultra. The Galaxy S26 Ultra will be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, and it will be available globally with this chipset. That means no Exynos for the Ultra this year. And yes, this is confirmed. That's great news because this chip is currently the most powerful and fastest in the world. And that's not all. Thanks to Samsung's partnership with Qualcomm, the chip will come in the faster for Galaxy version, even outperforming Apple's A19 Pro according to benchmark numbers. But the big upgrades don't stop here, because the real surprise is in the battery. Even though the battery capacity is still 5,000 mAh, battery life will be the longest yet. Why? Massive improvements in power efficiency, both from the processor and the display, which itself got some huge upgrades. Actually, the display might be the biggest upgrade this year. But before we get to that massive display upgrade, there's a long-awaited charging upgrade we need to talk about. Charging speed finally gets a bump to 60 watts after years of being stuck at 45 watts. Wireless charging also gets a long overdue upgrade, and honestly, this is one of the best improvements on this phone. We're getting Qi 2 wireless charging at 25 watts with magnets. This is huge because it opens the door to a whole new ecosystem of magnetic charging and accessories for a smoother and more convenient user experience. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Before price and release date, let's talk about the biggest upgrade this year, or rather the craziest new feature coming to the display. This isn't surprising because Samsung is basically the king of displays. The S26 Ultra display takes things to a completely different level. Aside from using the M14 panel with CoE technology, which means more accurate colors, higher efficiency, and lower power consumption. And yeah, it's also a 10-bit instead of an 8-bit. But the standout feature here is the privacy display. This feature has already been confirmed, but what's new is that it's coming directly from Samsung, and honestly, it's mind-blowing. The privacy display is fully customizable. You can enable it for specific apps or even for a specific area of the screen. For example, if you receive a notification from a certain app, privacy mode activates only on that notification, not the entire display. When you look at the phone straight on, everything looks clear, but from side angles, the screen becomes dark and unreadable, protecting your privacy in public spaces. Honestly, this is a groundbreaking feature for the Galaxy S26 Ultra, and it might finally bring back that innovative Samsung spirit we've been missing. The Galaxy S26 Ultra will be officially announced on Samsung Unpacked event on February 25th. The phone will hit the market on March 11th. As for pricing, despite all the conflicting rumors, what's confirmed is that US prices will stay the same, starting at $1,299. So, now, are these upgrades enough to make you upgrade? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want the latest Galaxy S26 Ultra leaks, make sure to watch the next video, leave a like, and a subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.